What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Stand Tall. It is September 4th, and without further ado, we are going to dive right in, and we're going to dive deep into two verses combined together to muster verse 40, chapter 11, the 9 situations. Verse 40. To muster his host and bring it into danger. This may be termed the business of the general. 41. The different measures suited to the 9 varieties of ground, the expediency of aggressive or defensive tactics, and the fundamental laws of human nature. These are things that must certainly be studied. So that's a good one. I can't wait until we dive into the next one. It's a long one, but let's go over to the alternate translation. We're going to see why we're just going to focus on this one today. Master Sun says, to assemble armies and put them into dangerous situations is the business of generals. Adaptations to different grounds, advantages of contraction and expansion, patterns of human feelings and conditions, these must be examined. Dumu says, when he talks about the advantages and disadvantages of contraction and expansion, he means that the ordinary patterns of human feelings all change according to the various types of ground. So, essentially, the business of generals is to be aware of your troops and the various types of ground they are on and the reactions that are going to be elicited emotionally from those situations. So the variable in that, the depth of saying all of what he has talked about up to this point, up to the point of lying to your troops, lying to your soldiers, but at the same time, he wraps it up with that. This is the business of generals, right? This is the business of generals, and the emotion of your men, depending on the environment, is important. And so if you have to get them to march into battle and they know that they're going to be marching to certain death as opposed to not, I mean, it's just all of these have to be thought about, all of these variables, all of these tactics. And so let's go over to the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman and see what Western philosophy, specifically a reflection from Seneca, can kick us off and see how we can provide some depth to this. September 4th. How can you know if you've never been tested? I dread you unfortunate because you have never lived through misfortune. You have passed through life without an opponent. No one can ever know what you are capable of, not even you. Seneca on Providence 4.3. Most people have gone through difficult periods in their life. Most people who have gone through difficult periods in their life come to later wear those experiences as a badge of honor. Those were the days, they might say, even though now they live in much better circumstances. To be young and hungry again, another might say wistfully. It was the best thing that ever happened to me, or I wouldn't change a thing about it. As tough as those periods were, they were ultimately formative experiences. They made those people who they are. There's another benefit of so-called misfortune, having experienced and survived it. We walk away with a better understanding of our own capacity and inner strength. Passing a trial by fire is empowering because you know that in the future you can survive similar adversity. What does not kill me makes me stronger, Nietzsche said. So today, if things look like they may take a bad turn or your luck might change, why worry? This might be one of those formative experiences you may be grateful for later. That in and of itself is a great reflection, because the more you study Stoicism, the more that becomes a natural order for you of just, okay, this is frustrating, don't lose my temper. The outcome is going to be something learned, something new. The patience of it, if you're going to be an enlightened citizen of this world, it's kind of like, what else can I learn? And you are aware of the different grounds that you're on, the different terrain, right? The different environment. And either you've had a relational experience, so now you know how to navigate that, or it was similar yet different, and now you have another variable that you can understand and gain more perspective onto the next time it happens. And so being aware of your emotions while you're on uncertain grounds, just like they say, it might have been a formative experience in the past, and so take that emotion and place it on the upcoming trial. So that was a good one, I think. And just a forewarning, next episode, the 5th, we have a wall of text from Master Sun, almost a full page. A full page of text. And so we're going to go over that. I will pre-read just a little bit to match up the verses here, but I have a feeling we're going to get through a bunch. And I'm not too terribly worried that we're going to get through all 68. We're in the 40s, so 20 left. So we might. Let's see what happens. Anyway, keep standing tall. Thanks for watching, and smash that like button.